On behalf of the faculty, welcome to New Student Convocation. At this time, we ask that you all please rise, if you are able, and I see most of you have already, for the singing of our national anthem, sung by Elise Eden, doctoral pre-candidate, School of Music, Theater, and Dance.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good afternoon. I'm Martin Filbert, Provost of the University of Michigan and Professor of Toxicology in the School of Public Health. Please join me in thanking Elise Eden for her stirring rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner. I would also like to recognize Joy Beatty, Professor of Management Studies and leader of the Faculty Senate. This afternoon, Professor Beatty represents the faculty, a group as eager as you are to start the new academic year. We're delighted to welcome you, the class of 2023. We know from your applications that you are smart, talented, and willing to work hard. We are confident that you will make contributions to our campus and to the world beyond it. Let me also salute the parents, family members, teachers, and friends who helped you find your way to Michigan. We thank them for their contributions to your success. Now, class of 2023, you're beginning a new phase in your education. I expect you are excited about the start of classes on Tuesday. I'll also wager that at least some of you are excited about the football game tomorrow. I'll focus on the former, and I'll leave the latter to Coach Harbaugh. You came to Michigan at least in part because there is a world of opportunity here. Some of you chose to come to Ann Arbor because you figured you'd find a subject that sparks your interest here, a field of study that will engage you in multiple ways. With 260 areas of study, we are confident that you will find at least one that will captivate you. Others of you arrived with a clear sense of your intellectual interests and knew that you could pursue them on campus. Whatever your starting point, I can assure you that there are a myriad possibilities before you. As you venture in new intellectual directions, you'll encounter ideas and opinions that will challenge you. This is an important part of a Michigan education. The faculty are committed teachers ready to help you undertake the thoughtful examination of what you believe. Doing so involves testing your ideas with logic, with evidence, and with the bright light of opposing views. It requires listening respectfully to others and being prepared to change your mind when new information demands it. Our commitment to the exchange of ideas is fundamental. As I have often told my students in class, useful things come out of friction. This interaction molds our thoughts and beliefs. It also helps to shape public policies that reflect the range of experiences and circumstances of people throughout society. And importantly, the exchange of ideas that is part of being at Michigan helps us to develop skills in thoughtful engagement and in appreciating the differences amongst us. These skills will prove to be valuable throughout your lives. Examining ideas and the possibility of changing your mind is some of the hardest work that you will do here as students. It is not easy. It can be uncomfortable. And we are here to support you as you encounter new ideas and undertake rigorous analysis of them. Your teachers are a key resource. They became faculty members because they love to test existing ideas and develop new ones. This is fundamental to their research and to their teaching. They look forward to helping you think about the world and expect that in return, you will challenge their thinking. Your classmates and friends are another important resource. Like you, they have ideas, insights, and stories to share. Conversations in the dining hall, library, or coffee bar offer wonderful ways to learn about each other and the world. They are often the beginning of lifelong friendships. Student organizations are another way to explore the breadth and depth of ideas and activities on campus. Amongst our 1,600 or so such groups are the Detroit Partnership, which connects students with Detroit-based community partners for collaborative projects in the city. The Human-Powered Submarine Club, which designs submarines and competes nationally. Numerous vocal and instrumental music groups. And We Listen, a group committed to thoughtful discussion of current political issues. The university is home to a marvelous collection of libraries and museums. These too are yours to discover. The Museum of Art and the Museum of Natural History are two of the many places that you will want to explore. While you can see many museum collections online, I encourage you to visit in person. The chance to look closely at our extensive collection of Inuit art or a chance to walk the Mastodon Trail are well worth the trip across campus. Since its founding in 1817, the university has developed rigorous programs of study, invested in excellent faculty, and built state-of-the-art classrooms, laboratories, studios, libraries, and museums. As you begin your time here, I encourage you to follow the lead of students who have preceded you. Seize the opportunities available to you. Explore widely. Dig deeply into areas that interest you. Develop friendships that will sustain you. Let me close with some thoughtful words from the cellist Yo-Yo Ma. In talking about his own approach to learning, he wrote, "I choose to explore many cultures and find elements to love in each. Every day, I make an effort to go toward what I don't understand. This leads to learning that shapes my life." This evening, we welcome you to the University of Michigan, and we look forward to contributing to the learning that shapes your lives. Our platform party today includes key leaders of the university, the deans and associate deans who head our 19 schools and colleges, and the executive officers who oversee the administrative functions of the university. Their names are noted in the program, and there will be opportunities for you to meet them at campus events. It is now my pleasure to introduce Robert Sellers. He is Vice Provost for Equity and Inclusion and Chief Diversity Officer, the Charles D. Moody Collegiate Professor of Psychology and Education, and a proud Michigan graduate.
Good afternoon, everyone. Before I begin, it's important that we acknowledge our history as a university. The University of Michigan is located on the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe people. In 1817, the Ojibwe, the Ottawa, and the Potawatomi nations made the largest single land transfer to the University of Michigan. This was offered as a ceremonial gift through the treaty at the foot of the rapids so that their children could be educated. Through these words of acknowledgement, their contemporary and ancestral ties to the land and their contributions to the university are renewed and reaffirmed. As Chief Diversity Officer at the University of Michigan, I am proud to affirm that diversity, equity, and inclusion are core values of this university. We believe that diversity is an important key to attaining academic excellence. As such, under President Schlissel, the University of Michigan has committed itself to a 5-year DEI strategic plan, and this year marks the 4th year of that plan. While we've made great progress these past 3 years, we still have a long way to go before we are the university that we can be, the university that we want to be, the university that we need to be. We as a society face a number of critical challenges that the next generation of leaders, you, will need to solve. Research tells us that the very best problem solving occurs within teams that are comprised of people from diverse backgrounds and who hold diverse perspectives. Individuals' perspectives are shaped by their lived experiences, which in turn are often informed by their various social identities. As a result, we strive to foster an environment that values diverse perspectives, provides everyone an equitable opportunity for success, and promotes a sense of inclusion and belonging for our entire university community. We do so in order to make successful achievement of our mission of generating new knowledge, developing new forms of human expression, and addressing important societal questions. We do so because we believe that this is the very best approach to provide you with the strongest education possible. However, you also have a role to play in your education. I challenge you to take advantage of what Michigan has to offer. Actively engage with this great university and make it your own. Be willing to stretch yourself beyond your normal comforts, both academically and socially. This will lead you to sometimes question whether or not you belong here. And I'm here to tell you that you do. Each and every one of you deserve to not only be here, but also to be successful here. And if you never get to a point where you question this place, you question your decision to come, or you question yourself, then you've probably not stretched yourself enough. I challenge you to go beyond your comfort zone. Engage with people who come from backgrounds that are very different than yours. Engage with people who look different than you, people who think differently from you, and people who believe different things than you. But do not engage with them with the goal of changing them, but instead engage with them with the goal of learning from them. Sometimes your attempts to engage with someone who is different than you will feel awkward and feel unsuccessful. Do not let that deter you. The only way you become better educated, both inside or outside the classroom, is to challenge yourself. Again, if upon your graduation from the University of Michigan, your friend circle, your peer group mostly looks exactly like your current friends from high school, that begs the question, why did you bother to leave home? Why did you bother to come to Michigan? I am confident that the vast majority of you will take me up on my challenge. As a result, I am very excited about your future as you embark on this great new journey here at Michigan. And we are all a part of your journey. The measure of our success as a university is your success as a student. We are all the better because you are here. Together, I believe that greatness is within our reach. Welcome to the University of Michigan, and go blue. At this time, it is my great pleasure to welcome Central Student Government President Ben Gerstein to the stage. Ben is a junior in the Ford School of Public Policy. He's passionate about making CSG more accessible to students and enhancing the impact of CSG and university resources for all students. Ben?
Thank you, Vice Provost Sellers, for the kind introduction. Welcome, class of 2023. I am honored to be a part of this celebration as you begin your Michigan experience. My name is Ben Gerstein. As it was mentioned, I am a junior in the Gerald Ford School of Public Policy, and I will be serving as your Central Student Government President for the 2019-2020 academic year, alongside CSG's Vice President and current senior, Isabel Blanchard. On behalf of Central Student Government, or CSG, I'd like to welcome you all into the University of Michigan community. Welcome home. I am sure this upcoming year seems exciting, yet at the same time, it seems new and unfamiliar. Along with countless of life-altering decisions, the beginning of your Michigan experience is abundant with unknowns. The friends you will make, what majors or minors you will choose, and which activities and programs you will involve yourself in. The profound unpredictability is different, and there exists no correct path. But as you meander Ann Arbor and our vibrant campus and the plethora of activities and opportunities that will be presented to you, my most significant piece of advice is to let yourself be vulnerable. Brené Brown, a research professor and doctor, states that, quote, uncertainty, risk, and emotional exposure, a source of hope, empathy, and accountability and authenticity, is true vulnerability. Shedding our fear of vulnerability, a fear that is ingrained within our human nature, opens us up to greater clarity and deeper perspective. Simply, turning personal vulnerabilities into a positive is the act of becoming comfortable with the uncomfortable, seeking genuine and meaningful experiences that challenge our past and help us expand the idea of the future. There is an inherent fear into diving into something that is unfamiliar, but there is an even greater potential for reward when we shed our own vulnerability. Consider how much we avoid in life when we focus on hesitancies instead of reasons to do something. Sometimes we should just ask ourselves the question, why not? You are entering a period where there is no better opportunity to shed vulnerabilities and create new and meaningful experiences for yourself. This is no easy task, although it might sound easy, but it is one that pays dividends in your future and in your experience here on campus. As your journey begins today, Promise to push yourself to have experiences outside of your comfort zone. Meet new people. Take classes that force you to consider a different perspective or frame of thought. Engage with communities and individuals who are different than you and are from places far from where you grew up. Beyond discovering passions and new activities, shedding vulnerability allows for us to become more empathetic and understanding, better allies to those in other communities and with differing backgrounds, with narratives and life experiences vastly different than yourself. A cornerstone of your Michigan experience will be this, or expecting respect. The saying goes, we give it and we get it. And shedding vulnerability allows us to do so. And being vulnerable and empathetic allows for us to be respectful to those with differing experiences and differing viewpoints. When we can recognize our own privilege and be an active listener to our classmates and peers, we all grow as members and leaders of society. And this takes vulnerability too. Further, embracing vulnerability means finding true empathy. And as Brené Brown says again, empathy means being open, truly open to feeling emotions that we may not want to feel. It means allowing another's experiences to gut us. It means sometimes ceding control. But empathy begins with vulnerability. And being vulnerable, especially in our world, is difficult, end quote. Over your time at Michigan, there will be triumphs and tribulations, moments of joy, and for sure moments of stress. But always know that you should not let vulnerability get in the way. Your time at Michigan will pass before your eyes. Have no regrets. Leave no stone unturned. Learn through others, through pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. And every step of the way, should you need anything, a place to get involved, someone to help navigate a problem, feel free to contact Central Student Government. We are here for you. Run per position, join an executive commission or task force, work on student policy, or let you know if there's anything that we can do for you. But most importantly, welcome home, class of 2023, and forever, go blue.
Super Mama, ready? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Check this out. Hold up. Let me get it started. bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
थोड़ी थोड़ी बेशर्मी की बातें बढ़ाओ, आओ, आओ। बेवजह की मुलाकातें करने कहती है ये रातें, हिचकिचाओ ना। पास आओ, पास आओ, पास आओ ना।
What the fuck though? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, I let one.
Southside ties that know me best.
Wake up in the morning feeling live. God must be really on my side. Got the baddest people by my side. Hands in the air, we testify. Thank God that I'm alive. I've been pumping all my life. It's like my birthday every night. I've been pumping all my life. Thank God that I'm alive.
Thank
Hey,
you.
class of 2023, we're Michigan Izzat. We're an all-male, on-campus Bollywood fusion dance group. If you're interested in looking out and trying out, come check out our Facebook and Instagram. All the details are on there. Thank you. Go Blue.
Thanks again to the Michigan Izzat team. I need to catch my own breath up here. Good evening, Wolverines. I am Kedra Isham, Vice Provost for Enrollment Management. In short, this means I oversee the units you worked with while applying to Michigan, exploring for financial aid, enrolling in classes, and that will ultimately send your grades home to your parents. These units will continue working with you and supporting you now that you've arrived to campus by helping you integrate into the academic, cultural, and social aspects of life here at the University of Michigan. I am so grateful to be here to welcome you to your new home in Ann Arbor. More than 500,000 students have sat in the exact same spot that you are now, filled with excitement and anxiety about what's coming in the future and what their lives will hold. This mix of emotions is understandable, and while we all know that the journey on which you're about to embark can be intimidating, I assure you that you belong here. Each and every one of you was chosen because you are right for Michigan, and Michigan is right for you. You distinguished yourself from more than 65,000 freshmen and transfer applications, and that was no easy feat. And you're not alone in wondering where your journey will take you. We've had many great Wolverines pass through this university, and all of them experienced their first day here in Ann Arbor just like you. Wolverines like you who founded companies like Google, JetBlue, Walgreens, played in every major sports league and medaled in every Summer Olympics, who have been senators, representatives, governors, the first female U.S. Surgeon General, and even president. Incredible individuals started where you are today and who are always ready to cheer a hearty "Go Blue" when they see the hint of maize and blue from across the way. You should feel pride in knowing that you're now part of the Michigan family. I hope that you feel inspired to dedicate these next 4 years to making your mark on this campus as you get ready to take on the world, because as you'll soon discover, the Michigan experience extends far beyond the classroom walls. Each of you has the potential to make an impact, and that's why you're here. Take, for example, Sebastian Leone. During high school, Sebastian worked 3 part-time jobs to support his family while balancing his commitment to his challenging academic course load. Sebastian made countless sacrifices for the good of his family, and in overcoming these challenges, he made it here to UM with a sense of perseverance that will prove to be invaluable during his time on campus. And then there's Shea Yuen, who was inspired to make an impact after his own experience growing up with a hearing impairment. Shea comes to Michigan knowing that the UM is the place that will provide him with the opportunity to become an advocate for the programs that make differences in early childhood, just like the ones that helped him get here today. We also have Ezra Fry, who saw a need in the community and founded the Gender and Sexuality Alliance to address it. In doing so, Ezra became not only an advocate for the LGBTQ community, but showed a level of bravery that we can all aspire to. And finally, we have Eve Taylor, who comes to Michigan with a passion for community service and for representing the communities in which she was born and raised. Eve drew inspiration from her parents, who motivated her to build on the commitments and investments that they've made in their neighborhood. Eve comes to the University of Michigan with a yearning for entrepreneurship and feels UM will enable her to return to her hometown to establish the foundation for growth and prosperity for generations to come. These students are just a few among the thousands of examples of how all of you, our newest Wolverines, have already proven your talent, passion, and commitment to learning and growing. You come from more than 2,200 different high schools and nearly 350 colleges in urban, rural, and suburban communities all over the nation, state, and world. Over 20 of you have proudly served, continue to serve, or intend to serve in our armed forces. Your class includes representation from multiple racial, ethnic, social, ideological, economic, and religious backgrounds. Many of you continue your family's long tradition at the University of Michigan, and many of you are the first in your families to attend college. Each of you, no matter your background, has a new home here at the University of Michigan. And as a family should, a duty to care for one another. You may find that your new home is different than your old home, that it has different traditions, food, people, buildings, and as a native Texan, weather, than the home from which you're coming. And while this change is challenging, you should know that Michigan has a plethora of resources, and now you have nearly 6,800 new friends available to help you navigate your transition to campus. And you're ready for this challenge. You are meant to be here and to be a part of our diverse family of Wolverines who are all ready to embark on their undergraduate journey of learning and discovery. What you will soon find is that our family's diversity helps us to build a richer, stronger, and more stimulating academic and social experience for everyone involved in this great institution. Michigan inspires, it motivates, and it listens and works together to help create a positive and enriching campus. You can become the leaders in BEST by seizing upon this opportunity now before you. I challenge you today at the beginning of this bold adventure to endeavor to listen, learn, and equip yourself with the skills you will need to graduate from this great university and to go forth and change lives. I offer you my congratulations and to your loved ones who have stood beside you on this journey on your outstanding achievements. And now to President Schlissel and to the administration, faculty, and staff at the University of Michigan, I present to you the class of 2023. Go Blue.
It is now my pleasure to introduce Mark Schlissel, the 14th President of the University of Michigan.
Thank you for the introduction, Provost Filbert, and good evening to you, the great class of 2023. How does that sound? It's a pleasure to help welcome you, along with so many of your friends and family members, as new members of the Michigan family. Students, are you all moved in and ready to begin the academic year? On that note, I want to express a special thank you to the 650 student M-Leader volunteers who helped move you in this year. The planning and expert execution of this annual event is simply remarkable. It amazes me we can move in more than 6,500 students over 32 hours or so and not create total gridlock in Ann Arbor. That's more than 200 people an hour, so well done. This year, as always, I'm impressed by the amazing qualities and spectacular credentials of the incoming class at the University of Michigan. You hail from 78 counties in Michigan, all 50 states, Guam, Puerto Rico, Washington, D.C., the Virgin Islands, the Northern Mariana Islands, and 68 nations all around the world. You're amongst the best and the brightest from your communities. You've earned your place here at the University of Michigan and are about to embark on the next phase of your lives. A very personal and hearty congratulations to every one of you. A little over a month ago, our nation celebrated the 50th anniversary of the moon landing and the now legendary first steps taken by astronaut Neil Armstrong. I mention this because you've joined a university that has a proud legacy in space exploration, and that legacy is rooted in our 2 centuries-long commitment to research and to discovery. 2 historic space missions consisted of crews entirely comprised of Michigan alumni. Gemini 5, the first American mission to conduct a spacewalk, and Apollo 15, humanity's 4th successful mission to land on the moon. As a key participant in space mission of a completely different kind, Katie Bauman, a 2011 engineering grad, was part of a team that imaged for the very first time the event horizon of a black hole earlier this year. Michigan has always been at the forefront of space exploration. We taught the nation's very first course in aeronautical engineering in the early 20th century. Faculty and students in astronomy discovered a dwarf planet in 2016, and we've conducted incredible amounts of impressive research to develop new technologies, including designing thrusters that may one day propel a manned spacecraft to Mars. All of these accomplishments were made possible by our deep commitment to research and discovery. This same commitment is the foundation of every one of our schools and colleges on our campus. That's what's truly special about Michigan. No matter what you're studying, your courses will be grounded in research and taught by some of the top scholars in the world. At Michigan, we understand that walking on the moon was a huge achievement in science, but it is an even bigger achievement because it represented what can happen at the intersection of research and human imagination. In fact, it was a graduate of our American Studies program, the Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist and former Michigan Daily editor Amy Harmon, who asserted that humans' innate need to discover is what sent us into orbit in the first place. Astronomers and space fans insist that the deep human desire to discover who we are in the universe will triumph over momentary cultural queasiness, Amy wrote. Just as 500 years ago, people crossed the ocean despite the risks. The seduction of space will continue to lure us because we both see it as our future and because it resonates with our past. Harmon wrote these words in 2003, 1 week after the tragic explosion of the Space Shuttle Columbia. Her story in the New York Times examined America's changing and perhaps waning view of space exploration after a major setback and a world that was still reeling from the attacks of 9/11. And if we go back 50 years, historians tell us that the Apollo missions themselves, the ones that got us to the moon, were not supported by a majority of Americans. there were serious disagreements over funding and national priorities. Many Americans asked, how could we afford such an expensive endeavor during a time of social unrest and a growing focus on poverty? Others feared that funding the space program would compete with the defense budget and thus diminish the strength of our military. What no one fully realized at the time was that our investment in science and research would lead to technologies that would help drive the economy to the benefit of all. Things like GPS, stronger radial tires, safer firefighter gear, enriched baby food. These are all innovations with ties to NASA. This historic success also nourished our national soul and filled us with great pride. Going to the moon required major, consistent commitments to science, bipartisan support in Congress, and an ambitious belief what our nation could accomplish when research and imagination were focused on a singular goal. I believe that this is the most important lesson from July 20th of 1969. When you combine discovery with ambition, anything is possible. There is no more powerful recipe for human progress. Because despite the many disagreements, inequities, and problems we face as a society, the need for progress is easy to identify and there for us to grasp. What if we focus the same combination of research and imagination that took us to the moon on the problem of global climate change, on income inequality, on gun violence? When we marshal our intellectual capacity and public support in the service of a goal, the imaginable becomes concrete. We solve problems, we bridge divides, we create knowledge, we expand understanding. This is the greatest role of public research universities like the University of Michigan. Our success in filling this role in service of society is why U of M is the #1 public research university in the nation. It's why you chose to study here. It's why you chose to study here at the intersection of research and imagination. And that's in our favor, because we couldn't do any of this without you. Talented students are crucial to our university. Then NASA Administrator Charles Bolden expressed this best back in 2014 here at the University of Michigan winter commencement in his speech. You live in a world where we're preparing to extend the human experience farther into the solar system, he said. And here at home, you must ensure that we provide peace and justice for all our citizens, no matter their race, creed, or national origin. Class of 2023, it's now your turn to embrace ambition and a commitment to discovery. I hope that you'll share with me how it's going throughout your time here on campus. I meet students for fireside chats, groups of 30 or 40 students at a time, several times a semester. I host groups of student leaders at my house. I have student office hours every month. You can sign up online. If I don't see you later tonight at the picnic, you may see me walking across campus, or I may pop up to teach one of your classes. Don't hesitate to tell me what you're enjoying, what's going well, or what we can do better to make your Michigan experience even more outstanding. We're grateful that each and every one of you is here. Class of 2023, you've taken one small step, but a very important step, earning your place at the University of Michigan. On behalf of our world-class faculty and staff, 600,000 alumni, and all the members of the Michigan family, I encourage you to consider the giant leaps you'll be making in your time here and beyond, in your knowledge, in your thinking, in your commitment to discovery, and your service to our society. Have a great year. Welcome to Michigan. Be careful this weekend. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the football game. Take care of one another. Have a wonderful time. Be ready for class on Tuesday. And forever, go blue.
Good evening. I'm the last speaker tonight. Would you thank our president again? You have a fabulous president. And when he invites you to spend time with him and let him know what you think, he really means it. So I hope you take him up on that. I'm Royster Harper, and I serve as the Vice President for Student Life. I want to add my welcome to the many you've already received since you arrived. I hope it is obvious to you that we are as excited about you being here as you are. Our theme tonight, as you've heard, has been Welcome Home. And so I want to keep my comments really short and focus on why we are here. We have this convocation to welcome you to your new community, your new home, Ann Arbor and the university, to celebrate your presence in our lives, and to tell you a little bit about what we expect of you as students. We expect you to get both a degree and an education from the university. We expect you to challenge the status quo. We expect you to have a healthy disregard for the impossible. We expect you to take as much from the university in Ann Arbor, new knowledge, new friendships, new skills, but we also expect you to give your ideas, your enthusiasm, your service to others, and to add to the new beginnings and to add to our new traditions. We believe deeply in the incredible diversity that makes Michigan such a powerful place. The people, the ideas, the cultures, the opportunities. We expect you to become the leaders in BEST. That means you lead with integrity, that you are as comfortable with cooperation as you are with competition, and as the president said, that you will watch out for and care about each other's safety and well-being. The University of Michigan is our beloved community. It's a very special and constantly evolving place, and it is your university. We expect you to make a contribution to the university and to the world. Consequently, we put energy and resources into matters of personal identity and diversity. How to make a difference with your ideas, your actions, your character, and your commitment. We hope that you experience this magic that can happen here when all of the pieces come together. Tonight, we've tried to share with you some of our traditions, faculty in their academic garbs, an event here in Chrysler Arena, comments from Ben, your student body president, and our distinguished faculty members, and some of our great musical traditions. This is only the beginning. We know that you will add your own special touch to this rich history and to the rich traditions that are Michigan. So we want to say again, welcome home. And so in honor of your presence in our life, right after the ceremony, there's going to be a picnic dinner on the Diag right outside of Harlan Hatcher Graduate Library. Simply present the ticket that's in your program. So if you take a look at your program, there's a ticket. You simply disconnect it. Don't throw the paper down. And present your ticket, and you will be able to enjoy a wonderful picnic. Before I close, let me just say a couple of things. First of all, let me take a moment to thank the Michigan Dining and the Office of Sustainability providing you with that great new Planet Blue bottle. In the past, we've given students those plastic used one time, so kudos to them for identifying a way to eliminate those and give us something more sustainable. I want you to also join with me in thanking the Residence Hall staff, thanking the Office of New Student Programs for their work to make move-in as seamless as possible, and again, those fabulous M-Lead Academy students who helped you move in. Shall we thank them again? Yeah. And while you may not have appreciated them, trust me, your parents did. I now want to invite the Harmonettes to end tonight's program with a song, and then we're going to sing a song you must already know or probably know, and we'll sing it many times this year to come. The marching band will join us when we finish. Once we've finished our singing, would you please remain in your seats until all the seated guests on stage have left, and then come on campus and let's eat together at our picnic. Harmonettes?
We're the Harmonettes. Thank you so much for having us. We're the original all-female a cappella group on campus formed in 1979. Thank you. We're honored to be able to sing for you today. And if you like what you hear, you can join us at Akarush on September 10th, where we'll be singing with the other 14 a cappella groups on campus. And auditions are after that for us and for all the groups. So we'll go ahead and sing. Welcome, and go Blue.
Thinking about forever. A tornado flew around my room before you came. Excuse the mess I made. It usually doesn't rain in Southern California, much like Arizona. My eyes don't shed tears, but boy, they ball when I'm thinking about you. Ooh, no, no. No, I've been thinking about you. You, no, no, no. No, I've been thinking about you. Do you think about me still? Or do you not think so far ahead? 'Cause I've been thinking about forever. Or do you not think so far ahead? 'Cause I've been thinking about forever. Cool enough to kick out a beach house I could sell you in Idaho. Since you think I don't love you, I just thought you were cute. That's why I kiss you guys. Fighter jet, I don't get to fly it, though I'm lying around thinking about you. Ooh, no, 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 I've been thinking about you. You, no, 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 I've been thinking about you. Do you think about me still? Do ya? Or do you not think so far ahead? I've been thinking about forever. Or do you not think so far ahead? 'Cause I've been thinking about forever. Yes, I remember, how could I forget how you feel? And though you were my first time, a new feel. It won't ever get old, not in my soul, not in my spirit, keep it alive. We'll go down this road till it turns from color to black and white. Or do you not think so far ahead? 'Cause I've been thinking about forever. Or do you not think so far ahead? 'Cause I've been thinking about forever. Whoa. Ooh, no, no, no. You, no, no, no. Ooh, no, no, no.
If If everyone could please rise for the singing of the Alma Mater.